views and opinions expressed in this podcast by the host and or the guest do not necessarily reflect the views of the host and or Paranormal Buzz Radio and or its sponsors. Use of any material produced by Paranormal Buzz Radio without express written consent is prohibited. Paranormal Buzz Radio will not be held responsible for you holding your knees, crying, and rocking in a corner in a puddle of your own urine, or being beheaded by a group of children in a cornfield. In fact, if you come across a group of children in a cornfield, we promise to make fun of you as you run away screaming in terror. Listener discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, this is Darren Bus from the Paranormal Bus Stop, brought to you by Paranormal Buzz Radio. The Ghoulish Gang is back. Myself, Darren Bus, Cynthia Gerodius, Asher Storm, and Shay Carroll, where we talk about all things paranormal on a round table format. Come join us for some ghoulish fun. Paranormal Bus Stop here on Spreaker.com with Paranormal Buzz Radio. Hope everybody's having a great Monday. We have a couple of new people with us tonight. We have Allison Robinson from REP Paranormal and Friends. They have an awesome show, so check them out. And then we have Mr. Travis Wazaki with us tonight. He is a device maker, but I'll let him explain that a little bit more when we get to that. But other than that, how's everybody doing tonight?
Fantastic. Just peachy.
Oh, yeah.
Doing good.
Surviving the heat.
Surviving the heat. Yeah, isn't that the name of it for the last 2 weeks of the game?
Yep, exactly.
Oh, man, like I said, it was so hot Saturday. Me and Adam, my teammate, we went out and about walking around for trying to find new paranormal spots to, hook up with our devices and stuff. But we ended up putting on 10 miles on foot on Saturday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Getting them steps in.
That was a barn burner. So we were supposed to do a commercial later that day when we got done, and we looked at each other like, nope, not today. It's not happening. Pretty wore out, 8 hours on feet, so.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Other than that, so tonight's show, we are talking about AI, artificial intelligence. So let's start with Allison. What is AI? And basically, we talk about aliens, talk about spirits, talk about everything under the sun when it comes to paranormal field. So what does it mean to you, the viewers, for the paranormal field of AI?
Okay, so artificial intelligence, in kind of lamest terms, is like the science of making machines that can think like us. Which, you can kind of take that with a grain of salt. There's some of us they probably shouldn't make think like that. You know what I mean? just thinking.
Just paint a bad picture right there.
Yeah, right. But I mean, this technology can process, large amounts of data in ways that we can't. And I'm sure that, a lot of people have noticed that when they're online, like I was saying earlier on Skype, they have your AI person to kind of help you, or whatever you want to call it, bot, whatever, to help you, guide you through things. I've heard they have it through Snapchat. You can ask them things and they will tell you whatever. And I've heard people use it to write, papers and whatnot. Helps with algorithms. I literally heard on, it was funny because when I sent this list to Shay on my way to the gym that morning, they were talking about it on Kiss 107 FM. They were talking about how mediums are getting mad because now they have a thing online where you can get your tarot readings, and it's AI that's doing it, and they use algorithms and things like that to basically read your tarots. And so now they're all upset because they're, this is taking away from them.
But the outcome is so different, though, because I think with each different medium that you use, the outcome is different because the vibe is different.
Right.
AI cannot judge the vibe. It cannot judge your mood and all that stuff. So I
Right.
think that's where it's a loss
Mm-hmm.
when it comes with AI and stuff.
Right. Oh yeah, for
What do
sure.
you think? Yeah. What do you think, Travis?
Oh no, I totally agree with that. I'm interested in the data aspect of it because AI can just process so much data at once, like way faster than we can.
All right.
So like one thing I've always wanted to try is like put sensors in like a location and just monitor them for like a month or two, and then put all that information into AI and see how just see what it comes up with, like
Oh,
little
yeah.
things. Yeah.
That's a good idea right there. Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean, they got a new product that's called a Chattergeist.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Chattergeist, I'll let him explain what the Chattergeist is. And we kind of talked about this a little bit earlier today. Is like, do you consider that as an AI tool? And at the present time, they don't, but I'll let him explain why.
So I was just getting it out. Yeah. The Chattergeist, because basically it doesn't have enough memory on it because it's so small. So it's just taking environmental data and then using that environmental data to come up with like a random number, and then that number correlates to a word list that he's got programmed into it. And then but AI, we've talked about making it connect to AI, but we'd have to use Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, and and that's a little. We want it to be like a standalone device, basically. So
Yeah.
And for those of you that don't know what all the Chattergeist does, Travis, you want to explain what it all does? Because I know you're going to get a lot of buys on it, so this is a good time to promote it.
Oh yeah. So it's kind of like an Ovulus or any other word generator. The difference is this one has 17,000 word list, a 17,000 word list, and it has different things that you can. So you can like upload different word lists. Like you could upload a 1700s word list or an 1800s words list, and it'll have like the slang words from that time period.
Oh wow, nice.
And then also it has like a draw mode, so it'll take the data and then draw pictures, which is, and it's really weird because we're getting basically shadow people, and we don't know how or why we're getting shadow people, but yeah.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, and then the big difference though is this is a Chattergeist, so it's about the size of a watch.
Oh yeah.
But it has ports on the back, so we're making basically modules that you can plug this into. So right now he's coming out with a watch with a battery basically, and then there'll be like a cat ball basically that you'll be able to plug it in, and it'll sit on like a table, and it'll tell you if it senses any vibration or any movement and things of that sort. And then what was the other one? He's making it's like a radar, but it uses 2.4 gigahertz, so it'll actually go like through a thicker wall, and you'll be able to see like people or spirits or anything on the Chattergeist screen, and it'll pick up basically things that are conductive, so like human bodies or animals or spirits and stuff like that. And so there'll be a whole bunch more things coming out as we develop them and make them. And then the other big selling point is it's free updates for life. So once you buy one, you'll be able to update it for free. Just go to the site and
That's awesome.
Yeah. So the thing comes from the UK, Dimensions device, correct?
Yep. Dimensiondevice.co.uk.
Sweet.
It runs right now a little less than $200, so we're trying to keep it under the price of all the other stuff too. And
for sure. That's awesome. Yeah, if you guys send me the stuff, I'll put it on the information. I'll put it on our social as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So that's just a brief intro to the Chattergeist.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, I know he was talking about AI with that. Now, do you think that you might get some pushback from that? Do you think that, with the AI, if you're asking questions, like the same questions over and over again, you know how some kind of give you the same response over and over again, do you think that it's going to pick up on the algorithms of that, and then you're just going to get a generic response back instead of actually something intelligent?
Maybe. And see, we've noticed that where like the chat device is basically just pulling in environmental data.
Yeah.
So if you leave it in one spot, you'll get the same word like multiple times because the environment's not really changing. So yeah, I mean, it's a big thing. I don't know. We're trying to figure out how to make it like work, because I know there's an app currently. I think the GhostTube app, they have the AI that draws a picture. And I don't know exactly how that works. I think that it's basically using the environmental data, kind of like the Chattergeist, making like a word, and then it's sending that word to like the AI draw apps, and then that is drawing a picture based on that word. Is kind of how I think it works.
Yeah. I don't know how any of that kind of stuff works. I give props to whoever can make their own equipment, because I would love to be able to do that. I just can't. So
she channels.
I'm a channeler. I probably don't really need a whole lot of equipment.
So how can we intervene AI into channeling?
Oh, I don't know. That might be a whole nother. I mean, maybe when I'm channeling something, it can kind of depict from the information that I'm giving it to tell me what I'm.
Put a headset on or something.
Yeah, I wonder, one of those metal things with little probes in my brain or something sticking there, and they can just read my brain waves or something and tell me who I am talking to, or what it actually is, or who's coming through, or if they're actually from that location. I don't know. It'd be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's like I said, it's one of those things a lot of times AI also goes into aliens and all that stuff as well. So how does the AI go into the alien part of it, even though I think with their telepathy ish, how they can do things, so to speak.
Right.
Do you think they can read the AI off of us and make their prediction what their next move is going to be?
That I don't know. I think extraterrestrials are just some kind of different thing. I mean, they are so far above in technology and everything than us. That's what I believe anyways. I believe there's more out there than just us. But I mean, I think they're probably even more knowledgeable than this AI that they're coming out with. That's my opinion. I don't know if, but how they know what we're thinking, what we're doing, or how they're but I don't know if they use anything like that. I don't know. That's a good question.
I was gonna say one theory or one fear that physicists have is that AI is eventually gonna combine with what are they called, the supercomputers or whatever they are. And that's basically the AI that we have now is just, it's machine learning. So it's taking a bunch of information and then, popping out data that you need to know. And then, so you don't have to look at all of it. So when it combines though with the supercomputers, they think that things are going to get crazy and it's going to be the end of the world. But
yeah, we don't need
that. Yeah. And I think if there's alien or extraterrestrial or ultra dimensional beings, right, they probably have stuff that we can't even fathom. So,
right, yeah.
I mean, I could see them being able to make models of what could happen, and then
Oh yeah, me too, for sure. I think they're well more advanced in this AI. But another thing, this doesn't really have anything to do with the paranormal, but like I said, I watched some documentaries, and they're actually coming out. They're working on it to where you can actually have an x-ray taken and it will be this AI that actually reads it, not an actual doctor that diagnoses you. They'll look at it, they'll diagnose you. So, I mean, what's that going to do for the rest of us anyways? I mean, obviously we're not going to be able to work. So, if they're going to take over everything,
Oh, look at the grocery stores. I mean, AI is going to take over that too because
Oh yeah, they have those
the
little robots and
cashiers
some.
are less and less and less.
Well, that, but they also, some of them have like a little robot thing that like goes around. And I went to the movie theater here in Des Moines, I think it was, and they actually have one of those little robots that like brings out drinks and stuff and takes trash, and yeah, we're gonna become obsolete.
Well, yeah, and that's the key is to be obsolete is what they want because they don't want us to be being paid to do the same job because
Mm-hmm.
companies are getting more greedy and want to keep their own money, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big thing that I don't like about AI stuff is because it is ruining the economy, so to speak. Because if we're out of jobs, we're not making money, so we're not out buying stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh,
You know,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
so but yeah, I mean that's just one of those things that I don't know. I am not fully sold on it.
Yeah.
I think it works best for YouTube and keep it with YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Or all
Well,
you
right.
people, all you kids in school that need help writing a paper. I didn't say it, but maybe you want to try it out and just see. We're having
Well,
a
they
hard
already
time.
said that at my kid's college that she's not allowed to use it.
They're not allowed to use it. How are they gonna?
They're
How,
not allowed to use it.
but how are they gonna know if you use your phone and you know print it out from some? How are they gonna know somebody else wrote it?
That's just the thing. That's the
I
thing.
guess I've heard that lately they've had issues with their like AIs come up with wrong things because people are kind of like mass putting out information that's wrong,
Uh-huh.
and the AI is like grabbing that information and then giving wrong information to the people that think they're getting right information.
Oh my gosh!
You
Yeah.
can't confuse the thing because I already have done that. Is confuse it.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you have with some of your questions. You have some
I
good
confuse
questions
myself
there.
sometimes. For crying out loud.
Just ask it what the meaning in life is. Number 42.
It tells you to stay a robot. Oh, there's so many routes we can go with that one.
Yeah.
So okay, so with AI again, what the United States is so far behind because now you have to look at Japan,
Oh hell yeah.
China, that whole region.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, they are so far like I think they're like 10, 15 years ahead of us, and
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, it's almost kind of scary to think about that because, if they got that much of an edge on us, I mean, can our military keep up with their AI technology to be one step ahead of them if
Heck
something
no.
were to go bad?
I don't think so.
Yeah, and I think that's the big issue lately with the what is it, the microchips in Taiwan and everything, and why that has been a big fight is because China's basically trying to stop us from taking that out of Taiwan, and we're trying to take it out so we can have more control of it. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's a big issue with like making stuff, and the drones that I do is you can't get the microchips right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like a Raspberry Pi used to cost $20 and now they're like $200 or $300, and it's just because of that microchip thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
I don't know. It's just one of those things I just kind of, it's always sitting in the back of my mind because you make one wrong move with it, then the whole world goes to shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So anyhow, so what do you think? How do you think we're going to use AI with our paranormal investigations? Travis, you want to start with that one?
Yeah. Like I was talking about before, like I'd love to put like temperature or like sensor data or sensors in like a place like Malvern and basically collect like EMF, temperature, all that, but like on a continuous basis. And then every time somebody has like a paranormal event, have them like document the time and the place that it happens. But I want to do that on like a big scale, and then put all that data into the AI, and then kind of that it'll be able to see better than we can, like if there's any patterns or just weird little things that happen. So like in my mind, AI works best for that type of thing, but yeah.
What do you think, Allison?
I can see it working with that. I just don't, I'm kind of iffy on some of the apps and stuff anyways, but if you get that in there where it's, picking up and you're asking the same questions all the time, you may not be, you may think you're talking to somebody like somebody intelligent, but you could be just getting something they're repeating from a previous time because you're asking the same questions. Like if you were to do like necrophonics or, some of those, I feel like they kind of, the more you ask them, you get the same stuff over and over again. Could that be the same way with the AI? Like if you were to integrate that into a lot of your equipment, could you just be getting something they're like, okay, well, they're asking all these questions, and then they combine that all together and then come up with an answer or a solution to that?
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, to me, I think sometimes with necrophonics, I think I was talking to another paranormal investigator over the weekend. They were investigating. I think necrophonics learns how you operate, learns how you use it, can dictate your voice, maybe, possibly. And then, like I said, your name gets spit out because it recognizes who you are in a way. Now, the new one that just came out, the Necrometer, that's an interesting application because you got 3 different voices. You can go by robot, human, or whisper, which whisper is the scariest part about the thing because it scares the shit out of Josh Hurd.
I bet anything scares him.
I find it funny because I'm like, I'm dying here laughing. This wasn't like, holy shit,
Yeah, I leave my radios running in there when I'm there, and he's always running up like, "Oh, did you hear it?" I'm like, "Yeah."
But I mean that has, like I said, it does the same thing as I compare it because with necrophonics it doesn't spit out words. Okay, like it's not on the screen.
Right.
I compared that Necrometer to Spirit Talker. Now they both spit out words. They both have a unique spreadsheet, so to speak. But a lot of times you get to different locations. Like what I've noticed with Spirit Talker, that it really identifies with the location really well. And spits out a lot of words that actually make sense to the location.
That's interesting.
And I've always had good luck with that one.
Yeah.
Now, with the Necrometer, that's a little different. You watch some of Josh's videos, and he is starting to use that instead of Ghost Tube. Now, I don't know if that's what he's going to fully use all the time or if he's just doing it to promote it. But some things are working okay with it. And some things are not. It doesn't really translate with the building, But then you got Twin Paranormal that was at the Melbourne Manor, and that they're using the Necrometer, and it was lining up with everything, and it made a whole investigation so ramped up it wasn't even funny.
Wow.
I question that a little bit though, because don't Twin Paranormal make the Necrometer, or is it someone else?
I think it's someone else. I think it's the same one that makes Necrophonics. I think it's the same maker of Necrometer.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm always a little hesitant when they make their own apps because I'm like, are they programming it?
Right.
In general, I'm a little cautious of the phone apps because we've decompiled a lot of the cheaper ones, not to call anybody out, but we've decompiled them, and they'll claim that they use sensor data, but they don't. And then, the only one that I can vouch for right now is GhostTube because we've kind of decompiled it, and it actually uses sensor data, but we haven't looked at the Necrophonic or any of those ones yet. But yeah,
I was gonna say Spirit Talker. We haven't had anything with that. Nothing makes any sense. It's very random. Sometimes I know Kim likes to use the necrophonics. Sometimes I take that with a grain of salt as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of times I don't know. We'll use them, but sometimes I'm on the fence about that unless I get something that I'm like, actually like, holy crap, that actually makes sense, you know, like, or I'm not going to sit there and be like, kitchen. Oh, they're in the kitchen? What are they doing? And then they'll say, you know, something, and then, you know, like on some of the TV shows, how they kind of reach for things, you know, but I don't know. I don't know. I rather just use a recorder, honestly, sometimes.
And that's where I was heading towards next. Now, and I saved that one because I think that the recorders, now, if recorders start getting into the AI method,
Mm-hmm.
I think we're all going to be kind of screwed because now how do we know that's an actual voice and not a spirit's voice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that if you use your recorder on your phone now, could it already be doing that?
It could be, but I don't use my recorder on my phone.
I don't either, but I know some people do, so that's why I'm asking.
Yeah. And I think it is too, because I think the phones get judged very heavily when it comes to paranormal investigating.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, people use their lights on their phone instead of use a flashlight.
No, yeah, I don't use a flashlight or a phone.
But I mean, it's one of those things that I would hate to see a digital voice recorder go to an AI method, because I think it's going to ruin it for the rest of us, because that's what a lot of us do. Is we rely on recorders for these investigations that we go on, more so than any other device that we use, whether it be the K2s, it could be the Omuluses and, you know, the Chattergeists and stuff like that. But 99% out of 100, it's a digital voice recorder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like old tech, so I agree with you there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, how is AI going to judge when we use baby powder for footsteps?
I don't know. That I don't know unless you have a robot with you.
It'll send the Roomba out.
Yeah, it'll send a Roomba out. Oh, I'm detecting something, that there's something that's out of place. I'm going to send this out to clean it up.
I mean, those are things that I think about. I mean, it's just, you know, the quirky brain of mine is like, okay, what we're thinking outside the box with this AI technology. Mm-hmm. How the hell can we go outside that box but make it make sense?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Any questions in chat?
I haven't seen any yet.
Uh-oh. Did my episode of AI fail?
No, it's not. No. Trust me. You may not have a lot of people asking questions in chat, but you'll get a lot of downloads.
So we do have Travis's wife in chat, which is awesome. Good to see her in chat. And let's see who else we got in here. We got Kim. Kim, come on. What's your ideal of AI? What do you think about it?
Are you asking Kim?
I'm asking Kim because she's in chat.
Well, she says she's just listening, so who knows if she's going to answer. Do I have to run next door to bang on her door and say hello?
Well, I see Denise Flood is on.
We have a question
for you. Denise, what do you think about AI? Do you think is it more harmful for us in the paranormal field than it is an asset? Kind of waiting on a response.
Yeah. I think Allison said she does.
What?
It's in. Let's see. Allison Robinson said something about it. Yeah.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, that's you. Sorry. Oh, duh. See, I've been in the heat all day, so.
And that's the podcaster, folks. Good night. No, just kidding.
My excuse is I'm a live streamer, not a podcast. No, just kidding.
No, I like to follow up in chat too and interact with everybody who's in chat too. So, yeah.
So Denise was saying that it could go either way, and then she was talking about the Estes method and everything that is said when they do the Estes method. You got the new Delco experiment that has really come to life now within the last month or so. I've seen.
That. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've actually been working on something similar, but with video goggles, my FPV goggles.
Oh,
so yeah,
that would be cool.
like I'm basically kind of like the Delco, but I also want to put like Austin's been talking. I've got different mirrors and like prisms to kind of change the view, but keep your view at the same. It's kind of in my mind, but yeah.
Yeah, getting it. Yeah, that would be awesome though. That would actually be awesome.
Denise, heat is a great excuse. Yes.
Yes, yeah. I work in a greenhouse during the day, so yeah.
Yeah.
It was 130 degrees today for me. Yeah.
Oh my.
Ooh, yeah, that
gosh,
sucks.
Yeah, that would be a little toasty. I don't have.
Yeah, it's like being in the heat treat plant. I used to work eons ago, about 25 years ago, I think it was. 140 inside. If a machine breaks and you got to fix it.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, no.
I work in the air conditioning. My excuse, though, for me today is that I'm just tired from going to Villisca over the weekend, which was totally insane.
So, Bree, what do you think about AI and how it has affected the way how we use the world today? If you'd like to answer. You don't have to if you don't want to.
We should play the do.
I am pulling you guys out of chat and putting you on.
Putting you on the spot. That's right. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. They're in chat. They can, put their 2 cents worth in.
Denise, her husband does welding, so that's gotta suck.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. No, thank you. No, I did see. Okay, something else though with that AI though, and this is not with the paranormal, but in this documentary that I watched, I can't remember which country it was, but this gentleman walked in and it was an Amazon store. So basically, they had these cameras there that just kind of read him, and they figured out what he wanted, told him exactly where it was. He picked it up and then he just walked out the door. And they already had sent it to his Amazon account and paid for it without him even seeing anybody at a register.
It's like utopian, yeah.
Yeah, they literally just did everything with a camera. It was insane.
It's like the future targeted ads where you just walk around and we'll see ads that, no, thank you.
Right. Or your phones now and stuff, you could be talking about something or mention something and then you get on social media and there's an ad for it. Yeah,
that's true. It does heighten it as to what you talk about or what you type in, and then it keeps it in the cloud. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Now,
did Bree answer the question?
Oh, did she? Let me look.
Yep.
Let me get there. Let's see here. She says she's trying to form the questions while the toddler's throwing slime at her face.
Yep, that's my daughter. Yep.
Let's see. She thinks it can be used to help take and build great info stores, but her concern is the manipulability, which, yes, I agree with that. Like, once it goes astray, what do you do to keep the data from being corrupted? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I get that.
I agree with that. So,
she doesn't think we're quite ready for it.
Yeah, I don't think the world is quite ready for it either, and I don't think the world is quite ready for self-checkouts either, because I'm ready to rip them out of a damn socket or a damn wall and throw them out the window.
I use them all the time. That's the only thing I like.
Oh, I hate them.
I hate the interaction.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it gets stuck on a bag of potato chips, and it's like, what the fuck, is this machine broken? Take it out the wall, put a new one.
Right.
What the heck? I'm like, just scan the damn thing and let me put it in my bag so I can go home.
Mm-hmm.
It's just drives me nuts.
There are
I
some.
say they're
Yeah, go ahead.
they're working on the what is it, the grocery stores. You can walk in and basically grab an item, and then there's my wife. But yeah, you can walk in and grab an item and then walk out, and it'll charge you as you walk out. So yeah, you don't have to worry about self checkouts.
Yeah, that's
She's
what
got
I
the
said.
hands in between the armpits, if you didn't know.
Who? What? When? Where? What?
Bree, she was going to put the hands in his armpits.
Yeah,
Oh.
she got attacked by my green screen. It was kind of funny.
That's funny. You got to use that when she does her live gaming.
She tries to scare me all the time when I'm playing horror games. So yeah.
Oh, nice.
Hey, the new one, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, came out.
Oh, I still have to check it out. Yeah.
So you're talking about the goggles and stuff like that. So I was kind of floating around with the idea of using night vision goggles as you're walking around, a location, kind of like how you do with VR headsets. Do you think the VR headsets is something that we could still use and modify and make things a little bit better as you walk around a location, or is that something that's be like too dangerous to even think about doing yet?
No, I think it's possible. Like, I have these things that we call OWL cameras in the drone world. So they basically have the IR filter removed off of the little camera. And that's one thing I'm thinking about putting on the goggles. So it'll basically be like a poor man's night vision. So, I mean, it's completely possible to, yeah.
Poor man right here.
See,
Yeah,
I was
me
thinking
too,
about
yeah.
getting some of those night vision goggles to use. Yeah.
I thought about doing that.
Yeah, some of them are expensive, though. Yeah.
Oh, they are. Yeah, they can get very expensive. I've seen some that it was like on Amazon. I think it was like $160.
Yeah, I did too. That's where I saw them. Yeah, I'm like,
That's 3-inch screen, and I think you can. I was thinking about trying to see if it had the TF cord to connect it to a monitor,
oh yeah.
so that way people can see what
What
the
you're
goggles are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Once that, yeah. The ones like my video goggles, basically it'll be a transmitter, so you'll be able to put the camera wherever you want, and then it would also make it so that anybody could tune into it because it'll be on. It's basically on 5G or 2.4 for the video, and then yeah, so that would work for that too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and you got security cameras nowadays that I think they're trying to incorporate AI technology.
Oh, I'm sure.
I use Wise. I like those a lot. And it's funny how they can detect a human from a pet.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But it's the thing is I find funny is, okay, I'm not big into orbs or anything like that. I think I caught one.
Uh-huh.
Not gonna say it is or not, but the one I had was a cheapo $25 new one, and it like rotates you. It's like a plug-in. You plug it into your outlet, and it comes on, which is kind of nice. Or you can actually screw it into a light socket as well. This one was taken like seeing there was movement in the room, but I look at the photo, there's nothing in there.
Interesting.
So I kind of wonder if those are misjudging what the atmosphere is actually going on. If there's actually nothing in there, no shadows, no nothing, does the AI get confused as to what it's actually seeing?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I bet it could.
Yeah, I guess it depends too on the camera quality, because like if it's a lower quality at nighttime, it'll get like pixelated, and those pixels will kind of move, and then trigger that too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
I wonder, yeah.
But other than that,
Kim says,
hey, we did pretty good for 40 minutes on this.
Yeah, I know. Kim said going back to the self checkouts, she hates them. She says she's trying to get cooled down. Her air isn't working very well. They only have a window air conditioner, so.
Yeah, she was mentioning that. I saw that. So that's a sucky thing. You got to have AC as a must, especially in Iowa. Mm-hmm. It's a lot more hotter in Iowa than it is in Wisconsin. Mm-hmm. I think, anyway.
It's hot as balls here right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Although today was 75 degrees, I was going to mow my lawn, and then my lawnmower broke. So I got to fix that.
Oh, man.
So I guess I get a free pass tonight.
Nice.
But this was a good topic. I mean, it's like I said, there's so much that we could, as of right now, pull out for AI that can really go as far as we can with the discussion. Mm-hmm. I was also hoping that I could get Nico Griffin in here tonight, but he had an appointment and stuff because with Travis and him, that both make devices.
Oh, right. Yeah, for sure.
So, but we'll get you guys together next time on a device episode or so.
Oh, yeah. That'd be fun. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, other than that, thank you all for listening tonight. But, so Allison, what you got coming up? And all that jazz. Yes. We got some time yet before the top of the hour hits here.
Yeah, absolutely. So, obviously, I have a podcast on Paranormal Buzz as well, RIP Paranormal and Friends. Me and Kim do it. We have a guest coming on Thursday from Australia, Stephen Chung. He's going to be talking about the afterlife, a journey too. So he's going to kind of tell you about that, which is going to be pretty cool.
Is that recorded or is that going to be live?
It's going to be live. So it'll be 10 a.m. Friday for him.
10 a.m. Friday?
For him, yeah, but it'll be on Thursday night at 7 for us. Yeah, I'm excited about
that. All right. I have to keep that in mind because there's a few Australians I like to have on the show at one point.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to have him on. And then on the 7th, September 7th, that's a pre-recorded with Phil Webster. He has a book out called Letting Glow. He's kind of working on his mediumship, but he's also an actor, so he's been in some recent movies and stuff around here. He's an awesome guy, so you have to check that one out too. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Other than I've got some recordings I'm going to be doing too for upcoming shows.
Okay. I know there's a Paracon going on October 7th at the Rock Island YMCA. Are you guys be heading to that or not?
No, we'll not be heading to that. Got some things going on, volleyball and things like that. And plus I have a birthday party to go to. But, no, won't be going to that September 23rd. We will be at Malvern though, so.
Yeah. And then we got, Bango.
Oh man.
Yep. This is my year to come down there, so.
Oh yes. You're going through you're going through the haunted house.
I might have to have those Delco goggles on.
Why?
See where I'm going.
Oh, jeez. You just put your hand on somebody's shoulder.
Feel your way.
And you just feel your way around. There is a part where you have to drop through because last year my face was in Taylor's butt. Because I'm like, I know there's a place around here. You have to drop down and crawl.
Oh, jeez.
I think
so you can borrow my goggles.
I should have like some aura glasses on. I can see all the auras around people.
Or you might just see if they're passing gas.
Yeah. Have you seen the thermal cameras when they do that? Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that. But
it's pretty hilarious.
I bet it would be.
I'll keep them away from Nick Simons.
Oh gosh, is he gassy? I'm sure he probably is.
I don't know. I'm just saying that just in case he's here, and I was like, they're gonna jam at you, buddy.
That's a joke in my chats all the time. Is ghost farts. So yeah, we always are looking for them. Yeah.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Yes.
Oh man. So Travis, what do you got going on, and what you got all coming up?
Pretty much right now, just live streaming. I play video games Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Mostly survival and horror games. And then every Sunday I do a paranormal stream. So usually I go to Malvern or a cemetery and just kind of test stuff out. And then recently I started an Etsy store where I'm selling my equipment. So I make scanning radios, REM pods, all kinds of stuff. But I make them out of oddities, so weird stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sweet. Yeah.
And I've been kind of perusing the oddities auctions the last couple of days, so I have a lot of new weird things coming soon that I'm going to build into REM pods or whatever else. But yeah.
So I suspect we're going to be seeing some like testicle REM pods out there.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking
of like, yeah.
There, I got some bull testicle REM pods.
Oh my God. Here we go down the rabbit hole. I was waiting.
I've got like human bones and stuff that I always want to try and put on things, but then some locations won't allow it to come into the location. But yeah, one of the people in my chat recently showed me a wet specimen male genitalia.
Oh my gosh. Now Travis, have you been to Villisca lately? Have you been there?
Not lately, no. I'm kind of friends with Johnny, and I got basically permission to go there this fall.
Oh, yes.
People aren't there, so yeah, I'll be there a lot this fall, definitely.
Check out in the little kitchen area. There is a micro penis there. Maybe you could make
nice.
something out of that.
Well, the joke is I'm gonna make a dildo REM pod for Johnny and just hand it to him and not say anything. But
nice. Oh my God, that would be hilarious. You'd have to record that if you did that. Honestly.
Oh yeah, definitely will. Yeah.
Or one that sits there and farts.
Oh
yeah.
My gosh.
Well, I've been working on the music boxes because I've got a couple things that I've been testing out for like the Bible. So to make like a motion sensing music box, but have my own recordings, so I could totally make one that just makes fart noises. That'd be
gosh, that would be funny.
Now I forgot. Now on the Bible, were we going to have something where there's another button or another mode button in there where it would start talking about the Lord's Prayer or something like that?
Yeah, right now I have it set up one button for the REM pod function, and then one button, will be the motion sensitive or the music activated or motion activated music box. So yeah, and that'll basically play the Lord's Prayer when it senses movement or
into flames.
Yeah. Well, I am gonna make
already there.
We're gonna make a book of shadows, and then we've been talking about making like the Necronomicon, and then having it say like ash phrases from the movies and stuff. But
that'd be cool. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Like I said, we've been talking about a lot of stuff lately and just come up with different ideas because the whole thing of this is really to turn, A, it's a trigger object, but B, it's somewhat controversial because I don't know how people are going to take to it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I've already been to one location where this lady actually, she owns this old abandoned hospital, and her family lives down below in the first floor, and it's haunted. All get out. She was actually on Amy Allen's show. What was that called?
Pedophiles?
Yes, they were on that,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it was. It didn't go very well. Just put it that way.
Oh man.
Well, I can't say any more about that. But anyhow, when I mentioned to her about the Bible REM pod, she says, "Oh my God, that's fire! But you ain't bringing that in my building."
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I get that a lot because I collect funerary stuff. So I use coffin handles and different things like that on my radios and stuff. And yeah, I'll get that at certain locations. They don't want that type of stuff, or like Ouija boards, for example. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I totally get that. Some people, which I totally respect. I mean, I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's respect first and foremost. But what I try to explain is like, okay, this is what I'm using it not as a negative idea. This is more like, okay, I'm going to have a recorder next to it, but I also want to see if somebody can say, hey, what's your favorite Bible verse? Can you say your, or a line of John 3:16 or whatever, that's what I'm trying to get out of it, some people are some spirits, when they're on this earth, they're very religious. And when they see that, how much would they gravitate to it?
Oh, yeah. So. That's the same idea with the cigarette REM pods that I make. I mean, everybody smoked back in the day, it seems like. So, yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So, other than that, 9 minutes to the top of the hour. So, basically, in the next couple of weeks, thinking about doing it overnight at the museum. Haven't finalized that deal yet, but there are more people that are coming to the museum, which I'd like to have you guys there, and Travis, have you there. I think it'd be a lot of fun. And, I'm not going to be going to the YMCA Paracon because I have an event going on that night in the town there. So, but we're starting to wind down as far as going out of state and doing stuff like that. I think the last time out of state will be at Bango.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, it's mostly doing urban legends around the state, doing some of that stuff. Start filming a lot more YouTube videos at the museum. Kind of same ordeal what Josh does, but at the museum. We can get a lot done in that 14 hours that we'll be there. Whether or not I would be awake or not, but
come on.
We'll have to do it to get a lot more content.
I say get some of the Ghost energy drink.
Yes.
Where the heck can I find those anywhere? Where do you get those?
Really?
At?
Walmart.
Try Walmart. Try like
Amazon.
Anywhere that they sell like lifting stuff, like because a lot of the lifters use it. So yeah.
I do. I use it when I go to the gym. Yep, sure do.
Well, I see it everywhere. Within the last month or so, I've seen people holding it, drinking the Ghosty, and I'm like, okay, well, where the hell is this thing? You can't find it. Because I'm drinking Monster and I'm drinking Venom.
Oh, the first one I had, my wife gave me when I went to Squirrel Cage. I did a solo at the Squirrel, or not my solo, but the one before that, and I didn't realize what it is, so I drank it at 11 o'clock at night.
Oh no!
I was up until like 4 a.m. trying to sleep. I'm like, just like wired.
Well, see, with me, I drink a can of Mountain Dew or a bottle of Mountain Dew at like 10:30 or something like that at night before I go to bed or have something to drink. I'm out in 5 minutes.
Oh, I'm the same way.
It's just because I'm up at 4 a.m. or 3 a.m. every day, home at noon every day from work. So it's like I'll sleep in the afternoon and then, But I mean, I want to try it, but I don't know what's good flavor, and I'm also trying to find what the ones. What's that?
Oh, I could tell you some good ones for that. I drink that.
I tried a Monster.
Pipeline
what
Punch,
was it now?
Peach, Strawberry Dreams.
Mango.
Oh, I like that one. That's in the blue can, right? You don't like that one?
That's gotta be super cold on ice for me to drink that.
Oh, I love it. That's the first one I ever had. I don't like the black one, the one in the original. I don't like that. But the guys from
See, I drink the original because I like the smell of it.
Yeah, I can't do that.
No.
I'm a Red Bull guy. Yeah.
Oh, I can't do Red Bull either, but
Oh, bold testicles right there.
Yeah. I like the blueberry one. The blueberry one is like, yeah.
He likes the blueberry testicles.
The blue balls, yeah.
Oh, man. I'll have to go look around, see if I can find them.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Darren, you can get them on Amazon.
I know. I don't want to waste my money on drinks on Amazon.
If you don't like it, then you can send it to me and I'll pay you for it.
Yeah,
See, there's some motive right there. Well, on that note, everybody, thank you guys for joining us for tonight's episode on the AI, artificial intelligence episode. I hope you got a lot out of this episode. I think we covered a pretty good, well-rounded basis on this topic. Normally I have notes, but like I said, this year I'm trying to do shows without notes because I want to see how I do without notes.
Well, that's
good. Other than that, we have our show every third Monday of the month. So sometime next month we'll have ours. What's the date? Third Monday of next month? What is that date?
Let's see here. The third Monday of next month?
Yep.
All right, let me see. 18th.
18th. Okay, so we'll be back on the 18th. I'm not sure what we're going to have for a topic, but if there's a topic that you guys would like us to talk about, send it to me on Messenger, and I can go through the topics that you guys want to talk about, and we'll go from there. Because I like to have the feedback from you, the audience, in the chat, and those that are just listening in the background and enjoying your day. We like to have feedback. So with that, that's Allison.
Woo!
And that is Travis. I'm Darren.
Your turn.
See y'all next month.
Bye.
So long, everybody.